Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. For those of you who want to fly in, if there's something you got to come and take a look at, come and visit us anytime. We'd love to have you here. Well, today we're going to talk about our latest addition to our sales inventory, which is well over 100 vehicles. This is a 1948 Lincoln Continental Convertible. I mean, they only made 452 of these, so talk about a rare car and a full-blown classic. Yes, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish because we're going to do a cold start here, how that V12 actually sounds in person, and walk around the car, give you more of the details of this really remarkable piece of art. I guess that's kind of what they almost became after World War II. The Continental was just that special of a vehicle, kind of signaling where the world was going to go with design and whatnot in the future. Now, you can click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to this car and all the pricing and information available on it. And our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. You will have access to all the information on this car and our over 100 additional collector vehicles that we have on our sales floor right now. So remember that website, ellingsonmotorcars.com. Well, let's get back into the crux of this because, you know, if you're looking for that 1920s model, we might have that. 1940s model, we got one right here. 2000 and beyond, we actually have those as well. Lots of different options. But 1948 was kind of the swan song for the V12. That was the last time the Lincoln Continental had a V12. And, you know, the big thing is after the war, they made some subtle changes from the 42s and moving forward, but the 46, 47, 48 are really, really similar in almost every aspect. The only way you're certain to know what year it is, ask the guy who owns it because it's probably on his title. But yes, this particular car has the V12 engine, all the original type stuff under the hood. Take a look at that. But of course, I always think the grill in these things is so cool with the Lincoln and the crest right there. A little vestige yet still of the Art Deco look. Extra bumper accessories, you know, the guards on the ends just to, you know, give it a little more finished look. But look at the size of that hood. I mean, that is just, when you get behind the wheel of this, you know you're driving a car of consequence, if you will. And this car new in 1948 was almost $5,000. So you're talking about, this was a very exclusive automobile for anybody who wanted to have one of these. And of course, being the convertible, it's even more special. Does have the power top. I got the nice matching boot, but I mean, I love the leather interior. This Oxblood leather interior is just so nice. I mean, you sit in this car and it's just comfortable for driving, whatever, just really nice. Cool door buttons. I mean, that's got to be the coolest button. You think that stuff on new cars is new? No, this is a push button in 1948. Of course, they have the full skirts on this car. Gives it that more streamlined look all the way down. Does have a trunk area on this car. I mean, you can get some luggage or suitcases in there. I guess that's always something important. But this is Lincoln Continental kits. Well, this is where that came from. The Continental kit was, you know, 1939. That's when Edsel Ford said, we got to come up with something really special. So 1940, they came out with the Lincoln Continental. And this is always later on became very commonplace. Well, not common, but it was the option that a lot of people put on their cars in the 50s. Again, beautiful chrome work. Again, that vestige of Art Deco look, needless to say. Power top in these things. Yes, that top actually works. Just a mere pull of a switch or push of a switch, and that top goes up in a heartbeat. It's a beautiful black cloth top, power top. Beautiful color. I mean, that's one of these things. Lincoln had a great, you know, choice of colors on this particular car. And this is, you know, it's Victoria Coach Maroon Continental Lincoln color. That's what they call it, Victoria Coach. Don't ask me where they came up with those names, but they always did come up with something special. And then, of course, the matching Oxblood red leather interior. Look at the interior on this car. It is just beautiful chrome, beautiful instrumentation. You got gauges to tell you what's going on. Again, remember back in this day, everything was an option. This has the optional AM radio and a clock with a locking glove box, outside dual mirrors. And remember, these are hydraulic power windows. Talk about something really cool. That is something neat. I mean, there's room in the back seat. You got leg room to beat. Obviously, they have cigarette or cigar lighters in the back with the ashtrays as well. It's just kind of, again, this was a luxury automobile, and that price point, boy, the average person didn't make close to that kind of much money in a year. But for someone who wanted something really special, the Lincoln Continental is absolutely the cat's meow. Now, this is deemed a full classic according to the Classic Car Club of America. This is deemed a full classic. So if you're looking for your first true classic, or you need it to fill in a given era and your 100-car collection, maybe a 48 Lincoln V12 might just fit right in. I mean, it's just one of those really cool things, to say the least. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much. You'll have access to the information on this car, our current inventory, and it's kind of fun thing to do is some of our cars we've sold in the past as well. So check out those websites. And, our website is really very, very easy to deal with. It has all the information, all the pictures, everything of this car, top to bottom, and on all of our inventory. So that also has a really nice little toolbar right across the top, because there are a lot of things that you might have questions about. You can call us, 763-428-7337. We're happy to answer any and all questions you may have about this particular car or any of our other cars in inventory. If you're like me, you're going to say, I want to come touch it, feel it, come in person. By all means, come on down to Ellingson's. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5, Saturdays 10 to 4 as well, for those of you who just want to come and touch it, if you will. The other thing I always comment whenever it comes to the old car world, if you have a Lincoln Continental or whatever, join the local and national club. It's really a great thing to do. You run into people that have the same interests, the same desires that you have, and you got people with answers for questions. If you have any questions that we can't answer, but maybe you have someone else have a different question and they can help you. There's always Mr. Wrench in every car club. The other thing Ellingson Motor Cars is very helpful with is you say, I don't know, where do you finance one of these cars? I've always wanted one, but I think I want to finance it. Well, we have several venues that can help you with that. Actually, you can go to our toolbar on the top of Ellingson on the homepage, right across the top. It says financing. Click on the financing and we will do our very best to find you somebody out there who would be willing to give you the loan for a classic car, because they know what this car is. And they can give you different terms or whatever, stuff that works for you. The other thing we can help, you say, well, I don't live in Minnesota. I live out of state, out of country, whatever. We can also be assistance with that as well. We can get cars shipped all over the world. And for that matter, any of the 48 United States, Canada, you name it. We sold cars to Alaska. I've sold cars to Pakistan. So yes, if you're looking for something to add, by golly, let Ellingson Motor Cars be your friend and your assistant and any of the stuff you need to know about old cars. Well, 1948, what a great year. I mean, by now, the war was done. Cars were starting to get really special. People were enjoying them. They were stepping up, buying that pent up that they had during the war. The Lincoln Continental, they came out with a beautiful car here. Absolutely something special. And like I said, if you want to, it is deemed a full classic according to the Classic Car Club of America, which is great. If you need that, want to go on a CARavan or one of those kind of things, this would be a very good car for that. Well, thank you kindly. We appreciate it very much. And again, if you have any questions, give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll answer to our best of our ability. Thank you again, and we will see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.